Did someone try to take you from mommy?
Yeah.
There really are people out here and then a mile radius of us right now that have ill intentions, that are targeting people, that are planning to do these things. Just be prepared for it when it does.
Wouldn't it be a big coincidence if you happen to be that terrible person? So the other day, Abba and Preach made a video talking about a situation, and I wanted to talk about it myself. I apologize if I sound weird. I went to a party yesterday and came home extremely late and woke up extremely late. So if I sound horrible, forgive me, but I want to talk about this guy right here, who basically had his life ruined by the woman in the intro because, well, she lied about the entire situation that took place between her and this man. She claimed that this man tried to kidnap both of her children, which never happened, and the reason we know it didn't happen was because the security footage from Walmart released recently. This man spent what I believe is about a year in jail away from his wife and his family, and it's all because this woman wanted to spin a story and get some attention from it. And yes, I mean attention. I do not mean clout at all. From what I can tell, she didn't even try to gain a following or anything from this. She didn't attach to social media. She just wants to do this for the sake of that she can. And it almost ended up costing this man his life. But without any further ado, let's begin. Hit that subscribe button. It's free.
The shopper in this video is accused of a terrible crime, snatching a little boy at Walmart. The mother's accusation was disturbing.
Did someone try to take you from mommy?
Yeah.
Caroline Miller says it started when the shopper asked where he could find Tylenol at a Walmart in Atlanta.
It's over there. And as soon as I did that, that's when he just picked him up out of my arms.
What followed, she said, was a tug of war over the kid. She called 911.
I was in the Walmart and I had to rip my baby out of some other man's hands because he was trying to snatch him.
Someone trying to snatch your baby?
Yes.
56-year-old Mahendra Patel was charged with kidnapping and simple assault. But this newly released surveillance tape appears to paint an entirely different picture, showing Patel asking Miller about the Tylenol, and you can see her pointing toward the drug aisle.
I have to wonder, did she believe this footage was gonna go away forever? I mean, when you open a public case against someone, all the evidence comes out publicly. I'm able to cover people's body cam footage just floating around on YouTube. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure most YouTubers, or just anyone in general, is able to request this information from the police if they want to cover it. I just feel like she would have had to known she was gonna get caught.
What is going on there? Because that is the point where she is alleging he was trying to grab her son and she was pulling him back.
Her children are sort of hanging off of this cart, and you see Mr. Patel almost lean in to help. And then moments later, literally split seconds later, she starts to rise to point out the Tylenol. Then within 1 or 2 seconds after that, you see her in a screen laughing with another gentleman.
I don't think there's ever, and yes, I do mean ever, gonna be a situation when your kids are getting abducted and you're gonna start laughing. Most parents in that situation are gonna get up, start yelling, and saying, "This guy took my kids."
Tape shows that minutes after she claimed he tried to kidnap her son, there was a subsequent encounter where Patel shows the woman he found the Tylenol. He then checks out, stops to talk to an employee, then leaves.
I think it's crystal clear from the video. You can see that there's no assaulting conduct. You can see there's no battery. You can see he doesn't actually take the child from the mother.
I'm gonna play another news broadcast that shows the arrest video in more details, mostly because I want to show you some things that I thought were really interesting about the video that didn't get picked up by the police somehow. If I sounded confused right there, it's because I am, but you'll understand more in a second.
A man remains behind bars accused of trying to snatch a toddler from his mother's arms at a Cobb County Walmart. But tonight, his attorney is now sharing new video that she says tells a very different story. Last month, a grand jury indicted Mahendra Patel for attempted kidnapping, assault, and battery after police say he tried to kidnap a 2-year-old boy at the Walmart on Cobb Parkway in Ackworth. Now, take a look at this surveillance video provided by Patel's attorney. It shows Patel talking to the mother who's riding in a mobility scooter with her 2 kids. His attorney says he's asking where to find Tylenol. Now, this is the moment here where Patel grabs the 2-year-old boy. His attorney says he was trying to keep the child from falling off the scooter.
The first thing I want to point out is this woman isn't handicapped and she's using the mobility scooter. That's important because it means she can stand. If your kids are being abducted like you say they are, why wouldn't you stand up and stop it? Instead, in an intense situation where her kids are supposedly being kidnapped, she remains in the scooter. When I feel like most people who are using a mobility scooter and can actually walk would have gotten up and told someone at the staff that their kid was just nearly abducted.
After that, the mom can be seen backing into a shelf and speaking with an employee who also steps in to try and help after the woman's daughter appears to get stuck under the scooter.
Right here, if she's talking to an employee, why would she not tell him about her child almost being abducted? There is no excuse as for why she couldn't tell this guy right here. Also, if you know a predator is in the store and they're after your children, why wouldn't you just leave? I feel like most rational parents would have gone to a different Walmart.
From there, the mom drives off, and then she has another interaction with Patel where he shows her the Tylenol in his hand before he checks out and leaves the store.
If this is the guy who supposedly tried to kidnap your children, why are you entertaining a conversation with them? It's almost like he didn't do it.
Patel's attorney, Ashley Merchant, says the surveillance video proves her client did not try to take the child and did not flee the store as described by police. She says Patel has been behind bars for 3 weeks without bond. His next court appearance is scheduled for May 6. We did reach out to Ackworth Police to ask if the video impacts the investigation or Patel's charges, but we have not heard back.
So I'm going to play the mom's interview in a second, but I really want to go over something Abba and Preach talked about in their video, and I fully agree with. The victim in this case should be suing the police department, and the reason I fully believe that is because in order to arrest him, they would have had to see the footage. That means that there's either one or an entire department of police officers who saw this footage, knew that she was lying, and still decided to arrest him anyway. As to why police would do that, you can come to your own conclusions about that, but I believe someone in this situation deserves to take some responsibility because they had to have seen this footage in order to make that arrest. Also, I want to apologize for my blunder. I said he was locked away for a year. Turns out it was only 3 weeks. But now we're gonna watch the mom's interview, and keep in mind this news station posted this before the woman was caught lying. Some people in the comments are upset with the news station for keeping this video up after she was caught lying. Also, if you hear any audio errors, I'm not really going back to redo them because it's really hot where I live, so there's gonna be some blunders in my speech. And for that, I apologize.
Blair and Carly, this certainly is something this mother would like to forget. Tonight I talked to her and she walked us through those terrifying moments where she thought she was going to lose her child.
Did someone try to take you from mommy?
Yeah.
This right here breaks my heart because it means she had to coach her children to lie for her. So I hope that her kids have some positive force in their life.
Caroline Miller's trip to Walmart last week with her 2 children, Nova and Jude, started off pretty normal.
Nova, of course, wanted to ride the little motorized cart, so that's what we got on, and it actually ended up breaking down.
She says a man then walked over to her in one of the aisles.
So that's when the man came up to me and asked, do you know where the Tylenol is? And I was like, oh, it's over there. And as soon as I did that, that's when he just picked him up out of my arms.
Picked him up out of your arms. I didn't see that on the footage, and if it did happen, why didn't you stand up to get your child back?
Miller says she then played a terrifying game of tug of war for about 10 seconds, which felt like an eternity.
There was barely even 10 seconds of footage between those two interacting.
And then he just stared at me and then goes, oh, I just wanted to get him out of your lap so you could get up and help me.
Police say it was this man, 56-year-old Mahendra Patel. Ackworth police tracked him down and arrested him after he left the Walmart. 2-year-old Jude was not hurt, and his sister was unharmed as well, something Miller is grateful for today.
There really are people out here in a mile radius of us right now that have ill intentions, that are targeting people, that are planning to do these things. Just be prepared for it when it does.
I hate to inform you, but you're one of those people. Guys, I'm at a loss for words for how someone can lie so bold-faced. I feel really bad for the guy in this situation. I hope he gets justice, and honestly, I feel bad for her kids too, because in all honesty, they have a very terrible influence in their life. I really hope she gets charged for lying on this person, and hopefully she gets the same charges that he would have gotten for the kidnapping. But only time will tell. Thanks again for all the support. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help me out, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.